Good morning, everyone. It's a bit of a hectic day today, just because, I'm autistic, so change of routine kind of just throws me off. And, I feel I'm doing much better spiritually and all that because of my journey, just practicing. Normally, I'd have a corned beef toastie, which is pretty easy to prepare. This time round, we're doing corned beef and baked potatoes. I don't know. The stuff like this with stage, I'm going to wake up at 9, leave at maybe 10:30. I'm not going to have time to make the meal, so I'm going to have to prepare the meal the day beforehand. And it's these kind of things that is it's kind of uncomfortable for me. But I don't know. Once I've done it once, I should be able to do it every time. It's just, oh my gosh. I just want to eat. This has to be the most complicated meal I've ever done. That's That's 2 baked potatoes. I had to cook them for 20 minutes in the air fryer alone. Why did it take so long? That's about 10 slices of corned beef. And then I sprinkled salt and garlic on top, and also I put a bit of butter. So it's so complicated for me to make compared to I just put a bit of 2 pieces of bread, butter, corned beef slices, put in the toastie, done. I'm a legend, and I finished the whole thing. So turns out I can actually make it for the whole meal, which it's unheard of for me. The only issue is it's 11:10. On a stage day, I have to be out the house by 10:20. I may need to either, maybe it took a bit longer because, I was preparing it. If I prepared it on a different day, perhaps we'd be able to get it eaten in time. But my current thought process is kind of but also I've got that first meal out of the way, and I probably won't do that again, considering my stomach is just screaming at me. It's such an experimental time in my life, And hey, at least I'm not bored. I've had very repetitive days, so it's at least nice to have something new. Well, looks like I'm just going to have to give this to the family because, they don't serve a purpose anymore. I've got company while doing my stretches. Hello. I've just returned from a 10 kilometer. That's because of Pokemon Go. Flipping heck, I haven't played that in years. As you can see, I've got my own ponytail in again. Yeah, my life currently is just about me learning and practicing over and over new things that I've never been able to do before. And yeah, I just went for a 10,000 step walk. It's crazy when you try and just cut out all processed food. With the guidance of my family, they're making it so much easier, and I'm very grateful for them. Thank you. If only there was a place where, as kids, we could go to be taught this kind of thing. Yeah, that's a shot at school because, they teach us nothing important. It's an outdated system, clearly, because, now that AI is a thing, everyone's cheating. And, I don't blame these people for cheating. It's an outdated system, and someone should really just find a better way to make it more practical rather than just writing stuff, because, what's the point? Unless, of course, you genuinely want a certain job that requires, practicing, doing research and that kind of thing. Saturday, 3:00 is normally, they're preparing all the food for the extended family coming over, and I'm gonna have to pre-prepare a meal for that part because there's no way I'm gonna be allowed to do. Let me get the pans out, let me just cook on the top of the stove or cooker. I don't know, that's probably American. Let me throw all the stuff in the dishwasher, which is already on probably. Pre-prepare the meal, and stage is the 1 day a week. And if I'm going to be doing performances and stuff, I'm very much gonna be in quite a spot, aren't I? If I can't get my meal eaten in time to leave. Normally at stage I would bring a protein bar, so that at about 12 or 1 o'clock I could eat that, and especially since I'm burning a ton of calories dancing, Like, it's kind of vital that I have something to refuel with. But I thought now, like, let me just have a banana or something. Although it would be pretty funny if I brought a 3-course meal in my lunchbox. Life would be so much easier if I quit now. And, you know, I'm realising that the quitting life where everything was so-called easier, I was still with these things at the back of my mind, like, oh, but I want to get to these parts of my life where I have the things that I desire. It was never going to stay that way with the easier life. I was never going to be truly happy with the easier life. I had to get out of my comfort zone to practice and become me. If I'm noticing a kind of lack or like something hasn't arrived yet, it's only there for me to be strengthened mentally so that I can just kind of not even think about it anymore, and then suddenly it turns up. Thank you to family for making this for me. We're still kind of planning out what we're going to eat and, you know, like making it all in mass and then putting it into containers so that we don't have to do it all the time. Thank you to family for helping me with this meal. Thank you to family for the help. I've learned how to cut vegetables, and, you know, I was just doing that over the sink, and I got memories flooding in from my first year of college where, like, oh, all the making the food is fun and stuff, and then you have to wash up. And leaning over, the sink is like to my knees probably, or probably to my toes. That's an exaggeration, but yeah, still, it wasn't made with tall people in mind. So like my back after the washing up was absolutely terrible. This time round I adjusted my back because, you know, I didn't really need to reach. I didn't do the washing up. We use a dishwasher, I believe. If only in college we had the dishwasher, then my life would have been much better. Like, if you can't live on your own without help, try and find a way to become more independent, and this is my way. Thank you to family for teaching me another meal. This is basically chicken, broccoli, carrots. I forgot the word potato for some reason, and then putting gravy granules in, and then you get chicken casserole. I have no idea what I'm doing, you can tell. It's time! We get 2 episodes of The War Between the Land and the Sea today, and I'm flipping hyped. Let's go! You'd think I liked bananas, huh? I did it. I cut out, well, technically the gravy counts as processed, but, you know, it's at that point, that's just stupid, really, judging by that. That I've cut out the protein bars and the frozen foods, so, you know, that's a huge step, honestly. That is, like, unheard of for me. Who is this person? Because, you know, if we're being serious, I'm not quite sure I know who I am. I mean, I've been doing affirmations in my head. I am the perfect soulmate to the perfect soulmate. The idea is to pick something you don't know how to get there. And, you know, the universe, if you're in the right frequency, then the universe will provide you the how. And, you know, I've been led to quitting the processed food and just, yeah, my body has been going haywire this whole day. I think this is incredibly vital to me becoming independent, with me learning, I'll just go to the shop, take a couple bags and, you know, find all the items, buy them, do farmer's walk all the way home. But, you know, we can just order them online so they can travel to us when we do move into the new house. I mean, I'm going into that new house with my brother, so maybe it's not going to be completely independent, but, you know, less independent. And, you know, in case like he disappears, and that sounds ominous. I've used disappear before, and it never gets any less ominous. If he goes back to his friends and I am left alone, yeah, I'm gonna have to prepare to be able to feed myself and, you know, do the washing and these kind of things. But, you know, anyways, that's it from me. So if you got this far, put book in the comments, and if you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe. I love you all. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.